Hi, everyone. I had to come on today. I told everybody I would come on. It's not election day, but it's finally here. And I didn't express my opinion. I didn't do readings on Trump and Biden during the entire time this has been happening. A lot of other readers did. However, I do have a real strong opinion about it, and I feel a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. Hi, Susie. I thought I'd come on and kind of celebrate with anybody who feels like celebrating with me about the good news today. We are happy indeed. Hoping racial discrimination and bigotry and all these things will finally be disappearing. We'll finally get a handle on it. We have a few more months of Trump, and I'd love to hear some people's opinions as we get further into this of how they're feeling. We are free. It does feel that way, doesn't it? I went outside, Susie, right after it was announced, and I stayed and listened for about half an hour, and it's like I was breathing fresh air for the first time. Hey, Olivia, we're talking today about the election. And if you are a Biden celebritant, we're happy to have you here. You may not like it too much hanging around if you were for Trump. I haven't talked about the election the entire time doing any of my readings. I think it's been very important to let the process take care of itself and to not be expressing my own opinion or bias. But today is a day that I am very happy to be able to say that I think justice was served. I think the American people were allowed to speak, and that's the most important part. I think everyone had a voice who wanted to have a voice. So I will be pulling a couple of cards probably as we go, but I do want most of the chat to kind of just be talking for a little bit. I'm going to pull a little bit of cards about, Biden and Harris and what we're feeling, and you're welcome to stay, and I'd love to have you stay. And it looks like you haven't been here before. I normally just do tarot and mediumship readings. I don't talk about the election. So if you can subscribe and hit the notification button, that would be great. And then I will know that whenever I come on to do mediumship readings or tarot readings live, that you'll be notified and you can join us and have a reading at that time as well. I'd be happy to, if you guys can give me a thumbs up, that's great. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Even though I'm from Asia. Oh, of course. That's why I came on early, because I knew I would get UK people and people from Asia, and it doesn't matter. I'm sure there are a lot of people in Asia that have an opinion. And if you don't, if you want to just be a part of our group, would love to have you. I knew most of you guys, I think most of the world supported Biden. I think most of the world was kind of hoping for a change in just the overall feeling of how we treat each other, the kindness, the love, the caring, the compassion. I think we needed to bring that back, and it feels freeing. It feels very freeing to me today. So yes, you're welcome. Please stay. Please subscribe and hit the notification button, Olivia. Okay? Because that way, whenever I come on to do my regular readings, I do daily readings, I do weekly readings, I do monthly readings. I teach about different things like guardian angels and how to sage your house and all kinds of spiritual stuff. But I do that on a regular daily basis, and then couple of times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, I come on live, and I bring through loved ones who have crossed over. And do tarot readings as well. So it's, yeah, we have him, Trump, to be a great meme. I bet. We have quite a few Trump memes as well. So, I mean, I really think, all of the world is kind of joining. Oh, I'm an old subscriber. It's already too late here. I'm just there to say hello. Hello. So you're already a subscriber. That's great. I don't recognize your name. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back and join us so you can have a reading at some point. I am pulling a couple of cards today, so I will be doing that as well. But I really wanted to see if we could get some people on and get their opinions and see how people are feeling today. I have kept very silent. If you've noticed in all my readings over the past 90 days, I haven't um, talked about the campaign. I haven't really, other than when Trump first got sick. I, of course, wished him well and wished him a quick healing, of course. I wanted nothing but the best for him because we're all living in this high vibration, right? This energy, which is what got us here today. Biden brought this in. Um, oh, okay, Olivia, blue butterfly. That does make sense to me. So maybe you've changed it. Yep, I do remember you, and I'm glad you're a supporter of the channel, and I'm glad you come on when you get notified. That's awesome. If you can give me a thumbs up before you head out, I would love it. And remember down below for you guys that oh, I'm so thankful. Thank you, Olivia. That's very sweet. We have a wonderful community that we're building slowly and lovely people that come on. Susie's here today. I love to have her here, and Olivia, and obviously someone else is here. But my website is northernlights.one. It's listed below. If you ever want a private reading, I do readings for people by telephone all over the world. Psychic readings, mediumship readings. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, I still have you as a moderator, and you don't have to be a moderator today, so I'm going to remove that. I don't want you to feel you have to do anything, but just enjoy. We're kind of here giving me a thumbs up, talking about the election, talking about the American election, Joe Biden being elected. And we're hoping there won't be any violence. We're hoping it will be a nice transition. We're not really sure what's going to happen as we move forward because there is a delay. If you're not from America, there's a delay. We don't actually swear our presidents in until January 20th. You stay safe as well, Olivia. We're so glad you joined us, and I hope you'll be on soon. And so my website is down below again for private readings if you want to sign up. There's also a place to sign up or to donate to the channel. It's called the Donations of Love, and it goes right into onto the PayPal account for the channel to help me buy new cards, which I just did. I'll have an unboxing this week of Mystic Mondays. It's a new deck that I bought with some of the money that's coming in. I would like to get quite a support there so I can eventually get a new microphone and new lighting and things like that. So hopefully that'll happen over time. But there is a place to donate if you feel so inclined at Donations of Love. And let's pull a few cards. Let's pull a few cards on Biden. We know he's feeling well, and today is his day. Today was actually, he's the 46th president. And it made me cry when they said on TV today that his son, Bo, died when he was 46. So it definitely, his son is watching over him and helping him and helped him with this election. And I think it got me very teary. It got me very emotional for all the loss that he's been through, that he has some goodness and that now he can make a difference. He can try to bring some some nice, wonderful thoughts. Healing thoughts is what we need. Healing energy, healing thoughts. So I thought I'd pull a few cards on today's, the kind of feeling that's out there. And if you're enjoying this, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Interesting. Okay, so the first card we have is the Two of Pentacles. There was a choice to be made. There was a very clear choice to be made, and the sun shone down, and the choice was made today. And the choice is Biden elect. And it kind of, I was just saying at the beginning of this, I've kept my feelings in all these months. I didn't want to be one of the readers that talked about the election. There were a lot out there, and I'm grateful for all of them expressing their opinions and so forth. I just really wanted to focus on cards and what was relevant in your life. But now I feel it's such a freeing feeling to know that Joe Biden has been elected. That's how I feel. I really want to know how you guys feel, though. I think we were kind of the Eight of Swords. We were kind of holding ourselves captive, if you will. This is kind of just being blindfolded, very loose bindings around her wrists and her ankles, where she could easily get out of this entrapment or this truth that's surrounding her, right? And that's kind of where we were as in America for a very long time. And I feel like now is the time to look at the truth, but to unchange everything, to unchain everything, and to kind of move forward. And the card I have, this is a card for Virgo, and it's all about truth, looking within, right? Looking within. Maybe that's time for all of us to do this at this point. And how is this new presidency going to affect all of us? How can we help affect change, right? The light is there. Biden is elected. Kamala is elected. The light is there for us to follow and for them to lead. But how can we all help? As light workers, we can keep our vibration very high, right? We can keep our vibration very high. So what do you guys want to talk about? I wanted to have the chat today. I wanted to see how your feelings were. Susie, Olivia, Jennifer, how are you feeling today? Now that we know what's happened, now that we know the most votes ever were voted for this president. And we can finally turn the corner, hopefully, from racism and from hatred and from violence. Yes, Jennifer, it is such a sense of relief. After it was first explained or first talked about on TV, I went out and I took a walk, and I felt like the air was fresher. I know that sounds crazy, but it just felt really clear and like we had direction and purpose again. And maybe we'll have a president and vice president that we don't have to talk about every single day. That doesn't have to be brought to the attention of the media every day. So I definitely agree, Jennifer. I definitely agree. Like I said, don't forget, give me thumbs up, you guys, and share it out so other people can come on. If you have something you want to talk about, please feel free to talk about it. Or if you have a question that you'd like me to pull some cards on, I'm happy to do that today. I haven't meditated, so the mediumship part would be difficult, but I'm happy to pull some cards for anybody that has questions. Okay. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier because it's only 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock actually, because of daylight savings time in Europe, in the UK. And I have a lot of UK followers that often say they miss my live chats because it's so late. It's like midnight or 1 in the morning by the time I come on. So I really wanted to come on earlier in the hopes that some of them would join us. So hopefully they will. Jennifer, do you have a question, hon, that you'd like me to look at in the tarot cards? It can be about anything. It doesn't just have to be about the election. I just wanted to come on after the election to kind of jubilantly share this with my tribe, share this with my community here on YouTube. And I'm really grateful that you guys are all here and part of my tribe. So I'm happy to answer any questions you have, any concerns that you'd like me to look at the tarot for. We're just kind of on here floating today, I think. I'm finally, I tried to stay away from the whole election thing in my readings. So I tried to stay away from that so that I didn't feel, or I didn't have the feeling of, what's the best way to put it? I didn't want to get into the lecture side of things. There are a lot of YouTubers that do that, and I'm very grateful because I'm one that goes and listens to what they have to say. But I wanted to try to keep it all about you guys. Can't think of anything, just happy. Oh, me too. Happy the change is here. I mean, I think that's such a big part of what today is all about, right? Is change. I'm seeing so many people standing outside the White House with their American flags. I mean, there are Trump supporters, but everyone is staying calm. I just really wish that, Trump would concede or at least, stand up and realize that he was beaten. I know that's very hard for him to do. But I think a lot of America would support him if he did that and help him feel a little bit better. What do you guys think about that? What would you like to see him do, Jennifer? Trump? I don't think he'll concede, but I hope he has people around him who can support him and be compassionate of what he's going through, because I'm sure it's really hard. Now they're calling for a recount. Says you feel sorry for him. He's had such difficulty swallowing his pride. I know, I know. I mean, I think that had so much to do, Jennifer, with his upbringing, and I'm sad about that as well. They are saying that they believe that part of the vote that's still coming in Pennsylvania could still be for President Trump. And so there are a lot of Trump supporters out here saying they want to recount, and we know the recount's going to happen. But at least President-elect Biden can move forward now with getting everything kind of together as things move into place. Um, so it looks as if Arizona will probably be called for him soon. Hi, Lucy. My faith in humanity is restored. That's what we're all saying who's here. Yes. I've been very careful not to express my own opinions, but I feel such a sense of relief. And as a light worker, I feel like my faith, just like yours in humanity, is restored. I feel like as close as it was, I feel the light workers out there and the people who felt compassion and love and kindness really shone through. Relief, exactly. Yeah, it's lovely. I am taking, if you have a question, I'm happy to ask a question of the cards. I'm not doing mediumship right now, just because I didn't have a chance. I didn't meditate, so it really wouldn't be, a clear reading. I probably will come on again tomorrow evening to do that, so watch for that for sure. And if you guys can all share this out with your friends, I'm trying to get many more people to join our community, which would be great. And I would appreciate your help. You can also, Lucy, I'll be talking to, but many of you, you can go to my website below, northernlights.one, and you can set up your own private reading, which I know some of you have already done, and I'm always happy to talk to everybody. And it's so much more geared towards you and everything psychically and everything that you're feeling. And everything that's going on around you, including mediumship, and the private readings are just for that purpose. Also, I have my donations of love button, which is open. My PayPal button is open today. If anybody would like to donate for my coming on to help my channel continue to grow, buy cards, buy crystals, buy more candles. You can tell by this one I've got to do that. Look, I think I brought that down to the nub here. So yeah, supporting the channel. I'm always grateful, and I love being here. I love being with all you guys. And if you have questions, Lucy, is there anything you'd like to ask? Or you want to wait till tomorrow? It's up to you guys. Lucy, I really hope that this is the beginning of change. I think you're right. I think I said 4 years ago when Trump got in, I didn't vote for either, I have to tell you. I know we don't usually talk about who we vote for. I wrote in Bernie Sanders because I didn't like either candidate 4 years ago. But after Trump was elected, I thought, you know what? America needs a little bit of a change. Hi, Miriam. We're talking today kind of a little bit about the election. We're talking about many of us feel a lot of relief and kind of a breath of fresh air that we can take a deep breath in and feel good about what's happened today. Some people don't. And so this, if you're a Trump supporter, I am fully behind you 100%. Because everybody has the right to their own opinion. It's just you may find that today we'll be talking a lot about Biden and his winning and how everybody feels about that. And the change it's going to bring. And like I was saying, 4 years ago when Trump got in, all I could think of was maybe, this is the universe's way of saying, America, you have to wake up. This is something that I'm going to bring Trump in, and he's going to really make a lot of changes and make a lot of unhappy moves for people. And people are, because I almost feel like we got complacent, in our elections. And I think he served an important part of our country's history, and that people really kind of woke up, just like with Black Lives Matter, we woke up. And I think it's important now that, before we get too far on the side of racism and violence, etc., that we now switch over hands to someone who's kind and compassionate and will bring the country together. And wondering how you feel. It was an amazing turnout for voting too. I know it was. It was more people than ever. I mean, Joe Biden got more of the popular vote than any president in history, which is pretty amazing. He was about 4 million votes ahead of Trump in the popular vote as well. And it looks like they're probably going to be calling Arizona pretty soon for, they already called Nevada and they'll be calling Arizona. So even if they decide to contest, which I think Trump will probably do, I'm sure he'll go down kicking and fighting, which is his nature and he has every right to do. But even if Pennsylvania comes into question, if Joe Biden, who has already run Nevada, gets the votes and is elected from Arizona, which is probably going to happen this evening as well. There's no turning back. He's won the election either way, and there's no legitimate way. There's no possible way for Trump to get to that. It's sad in a way because I'm sure he's heartbroken, but in a way, I hope justice is served for all of the inhumane things that he's done to so many people and so many families. And so I feel a sense, like you do, Lucy, I feel a sense of relief. Exactly. Miriam, are you still here? Jennifer says, yes. Oh my God. Besides the obvious with racism and such, I was talking to my husband today, and also the laws Trump's reverse that were to preserve the earth. I'm so thankful there's a chance again. Absolutely. Miriam, great. I hope you stay around. We'd love your opinion. We're kind of just chatting. Like Jennifer did above, I think we're going to see some movement in the direction of climate change. I think we'll get back into the Paris Treaty, which is great, and get back on track towards working towards climate change for our children. I mean, I think there's so many things that we need to be getting back into that is so important, and I think this is really going to be make a difference. What do you guys think? I just want a positive outcome for all. Me too. And I think as light workers, and we're all light workers that come on here, we wouldn't be drawn together. There's never a coincidence that we're all drawn together. But as light workers, I think we all want some compassion and kindness and some relief for people, knowing that we're heading in a better direction as America. And I also want to be able to wake up every day and not wonder what's going to happen. What am I going to see on the news today? Um, I hope so too, Lucy. And that's why I came on today is I wanted to make sure you had a chance to come on. I came on a little earlier so that you could join us. And I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I think, the United States is one of the most powerful countries. And I think, our opinion and how we act really makes a difference in the whole world, and because of that, I think it makes such a difference. What'd you say? We usually follow your lead. I know you do. And I can't wait to come to the UK. I had planned a trip for May to the UK. I was going to go to London and Paris and Scotland and Wales and Ireland because my family is from Wales and Ireland and I still have some relatives there. But unfortunately, I had to cancel it for now. But I'm hoping to get over there at some point. Maybe I'll be able to catch up with you at some point over there, which would be awesome. Jennifer, I think you're so right. I think my kids are grown, but they're children. I'm worried about my grandchildren and being able to, reverse some of the I call them improprieties, but just lack of kindness that Trump and his administration brought in, will be really, it'll be a more peaceful feeling for those of us that are raising children and grandchildren. I agree with you 100%. Does anyone have a question they want to ask? Because I'd really love to be able to answer any questions. Let's see, Jennifer. Yes, I'm elated. I can't even hide it. I know, me too. Me too. I really feel like um, such a weight is lifted. I really, like I said, I after I went out for my walk, I just really feel like it's such a happy feeling to know that we're heading in the right direction. Where I've been concerned for so long, as I'm sure so many Americans have been concerned for so long. Um, so it looks like we're down to two people on here. It doesn't seem like, unless Lucy, I know I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Do you mean questions about the election? You can ask a personal question if you'd like. I can answer. I just wanted to come on to talk a little bit about the election, but we can always go towards personal questions if you'd like. Absolutely. Do you have a personal question, Lucy? I'm wondering about reaching out to a friend, but I'm not sure if you should. Okay. Did you guys have a falling out? Hi, Blossom Light. We're talking a lot today about the election, and there's a lot of Biden fans in here. So hopefully, if that's you also, we're happy to have you. If not, you may not enjoy being here because that's what we're talking about, but I'm happy to have you. I don't think you've been here before, Blossom Light. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe and the notification button because I never usually ever talk about the election or politics at all. I always just talk about tarot readings and mediumship, and that's what I'll be doing moving forward from today. Oh, good. And you are new. So can you hit the subscribe and the notify button? Because every day I put up on my YouTube channel, this channel, I put up daily tarot readings for every single sign. I put up weekly readings and monthly readings for every sign. I come on a few times a week live like this. And usually I'm never talking about the election. This is new. But usually, good. Hit notifications too, because when I come on, you'll be notified that I'm on. And I do readings of mediumship and tarot readings when I come on live during the week. I usually come on 2 or 3 different times. Great, hon. I'm so glad you're here. And, I'm not trying to pinpoint you by saying you're a Biden fan. I just don't want anybody who's here to be disappointed if that's what we're talking about, because everyone is kind of talking about the relief they felt, just the sense of, if you're drawn to channels like this, which is full of light and love and compassion and kindness. You're a light worker. And it's really nice to feel like that's the direction we're heading back in again, if that makes sense. So, Lucy, we both had similar experiences. We've both, I'm wondering if I reach out to a friend, but I'm not sure if I should. We both had similar experiences, Lucy. No, not falling out, but I'm worried that he might think I want romance. It's friendship and a sport after, but not sure whether to reach out to him. Right away, I get a yes. Psychically, that's what spirit is telling me is a yes. Oh, and I see a tiny little orb that just came out kind of as a confirmation that's going across the screen. So I am hearing you should reach out to him. I think it's going to be important, maybe for you to set firm boundaries. Okay. And just like when you reach out to him, say, we were friends for a long time. I want to continue to be friends. So you're kind of setting the boundary of the stage, Lucy, right up front. I do want to pull a couple of cards though, and I've been shuffling like crazy. So, okay. Okay, interesting. So the card I got is a magician. It's the card of abundance. It's the card of manifestation. It's the card of being the magician, being magic, right? So you have all the tools at your disposal. You have the wands, the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and you can manifest and keep in balance with the affinity sign. You can keep in balance whatever it is you want. So you can bring this relationship in and keep it a friendship if that's what you want. But like I said, I think it's important for you to set the boundaries up front. And the second card I pulled is the King of Swords, and that's all about truth. So that's all about making sure you put the truth out there up front and tell him that, your friendship's important to me, but that's just where I want to keep it, and you can do that. But I think right off the bat, I heard yes, that it would be good for you to reach out to him or her, but I think it's a him. Okay. Does that make sense? Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I don't want you to lose a friend, certainly, but I think you can be in control of whatever direction this goes in is what I'm hearing. You're so welcome, hon. Blossom, do you have a card? I mean, a card. Do you have a question for me? And Miriam, do you have a question you'd like to ask? You can always go to my personal website, which is down below, northernlights.one. It's listed, if you click the button to expand the page, it's listed down there. And you can go there and see the different private readings that I do, half hour, an hour long, and you can call and schedule one. This is what I do full-time as a living. I am a registered nurse, but I do this business full-time now. And there's also a place to donate, donations of love. If anyone would like to donate to the channel, I'm most grateful. Thank you. But I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. I thought there'd be more people on, but it might be the time of day. It's in the middle. I'm in New England, and we were in the 30s at the beginning of the week. In fact, last Friday we had snow for like the whole day, and today it's 75 degrees. So that's New England in the fall. Not usually into November, but this was October 30th when we had snow. And then now we have 75-degree temperatures, which is crazy. But I thought maybe we would have a few more people that came on, but it might not be a good time. But Lucy, I'm glad you got to come on. And we'll be talking further, I'm sure. And Blossom, like before I sign off, I think it's just the two of you left. Do you have any questions that you would like answered that I can pull a card or two for? I have to say it. Donald Trump just tweeted. I have the TV on in the background with no sound. And Donald Trump just tweeted, I won the election by a lot, with an exclamation point. And Arizona is just about to call it for Trump. And when they do call it for Trump, even if Pennsylvania was taken away, he won't win it. So because Nevada's already been called for Biden. So I'm not really sure what's happening. I'm really hoping that COVID didn't go to his head, like to his brain. If he even did have COVID, I'm not sure if it was some people have, you get these people out there that say things, and some people say it was a political stunt just to show you don't need to be worried if you get it. You'll be cured. You'll be healed. Lucy says, me too. It's lovely to chat to you. Oh, it is lovely. And it feels so nice to just be able to share our energy today. It just feels so much lighter. I know it does for me anyway. I hope it does for all of you as well. Blossom Light, if you're still here, I think you're the only one left with Lucy and I, but if you have a question for the tarot cards, it doesn't have to be about the election. I'd be happy to answer it for you. Pull a few cards. Jennifer, oh, you're still here too. Good, Jennifer. I'm glad. Do you have a card, hon? I mean, I keep saying that. Do you have a question or are you just listening? Do you have a question you'd like to ask the cards? Nope, just want to listen. I'm really happy you're here. It's nice to have everybody here and listening. It's nice to feel like people will be treated equally again. I think Joe Biden, no matter whether you voted for him or not, will be treating people equally again, which is wonderful. He'll really focus on the Black Lives Matter movement. He'll really bring in people of all nationalities. He'll find the lost children. I mean, I know he's not the savior. I'm not saying that. Hi, Dawn. We're kind of just talking about the election today. We're not really pulling cards. I mean, I can, but we were kind of just talking about how everybody who's on here feels about the election, and kind of how freeing it feels. Hi, AD Kid. Yeah. Don't forget, if you're brand new, please subscribe and hit the notification button, because not only do I post daily and weekly and monthly videos about your signs, and about what's going to happen during the days, I also come on 2 to 3 times a week live, and I do tarot readings and mediumship readings. So I would love to have you hit the subscribe button. AD Kidya, AD Kidya, hit the subscribe and the notification button, please, right down below. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and that way, if you hit that subscribe and notify, then you'll be notified whenever I come on live like this. Now, today we're not really doing mediumship readings. I didn't. I'm glad it's over too, Dawn. I really didn't meditate ahead of time. I just wanted to come on, and I knew if I came on early enough, some of our United Kingdom people will be able to join us, and I wanted to make sure they had a chance to come on and express their opinions as well. There have been a lot of readers that have been doing readings all along on the election, and I've been following them and as well. I haven't been one of those people. I think did a video on Trump when he wasn't feeling well, to kind of wish him the best and wish him good health, etc. Dawn, I was just saying, I have the TV on but silent in the background here while I'm here talking to you guys, and it just came up with a tweet from Trump which says, "I won the election by a bigly amount!" Exclamation point. And it just kind of makes me chuckle. It looks like Nevada's already been called and Arizona's soon to be called for Biden. So either way, even if Trump wants to play with Pennsylvania, he's not going to have any success. So I feel sorry for him. And I think that's kind of what people are saying who's on here. They just kind of feel that, I mean, I do feel sad for him. I mean, it's not nice for anyone to have that feeling of not being wanted or needed or accepted. And I'm sure that's what Trump is feeling today, and that's got to be very hard for him. So hopefully he has some people around him that can help make him feel better, and help relieve some of the stress that he's feeling at this time. Does anybody have any other comments they want to talk about? Any other things they want to talk about? Like I said, I really came on. I've been on for about 45 minutes now, but I really just came on to express my, gratitude for all of you, express, my community and my tribe that's gotten together to be here on YouTube. Share it out with all your friends if you can, so we can have more people come on and be on board, but also just to express my gratitude and my joy, and I feel like so much is going to change for how we treat our fellow human beings, and that makes me feel really, really good. So does anyone else have anything they'd like to talk about? I'm going to have to plug in my computer here. Hold on one second. Off in the middle of a conversation here. Lucy, I'm going to put my little boy to bed now. I'm so glad you can make it from the UK. I hope they try to come on a little bit early so you'll have a chance to come on as well. And next time I'll be prepared to do mediumship the next time I come on. This time I wasn't prepared because I kind of just came on to talk about whatever everybody felt like talking about, and we got really quick to talking about the election. So I'm grateful all you guys were here, and thank you for being here. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the day. I hope you feel as happy and relieved, and you know, just I feel like we're going in a different direction for humankind, which is wonderful at this point. So enjoy your day, and I'll be on tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, for a good length of time. Okay, probably around 5 or 6, and we'll have a good chance. I'll do mediumship and pull some cards, and I'll be in a different mindset tomorrow, I promise. So have a great rest of the day. I hope you get to celebrate. I hope you get to enjoy, and I will talk to you all tomorrow evening. Take care.